My name's Godfrey. I'm a tenancy relations coordinator for Broadacres. I've worked for the organisation for 9 years now, coming up in October. My role is that I manage and monitor the antisocial behaviour cases which come into Broadacres, which includes high-level cases, which I get involved with straight away. They're called Category 1 cases, which include drug activities, intimidation, violence towards our residents. And my role then is to try and resolve these complex cases, hopefully before they go to court proceedings, because as I'm all about early intervention, getting in there very, very early, instead of trying to resolve it by going to court, which is what Broadacres want us to do. I work closely with the housing officers, so if the housing officers have got any complex cases going on, I'll help them, and I'll discuss cases with them, and if needs be I'll go out and visit the actual complainants and alleged perpetrators at the time and see if we can come to a resolvement between the two parties. I think Broadacres support me in what I do is because it's part of the tenancy agreement, for respect for the people, and all our tenants, the majority of our tenants, all want to do is live a peaceful life. They don't want to be people causing antisocial behaviour and loud music, parties and things like that. So really it's just all about that Broadacres have always supported me as well regarding all the diversion activities, what we do for the young people. I mean, we've set up youth clubs with football projects, boxing clubs, to try and keep the young people off the streets. The young people we actually deal with aren't really, really bad young people. They just need some diversion activities to steer them away from hanging about on the streets and causing low-level antisocial behaviour. But towards a lot of people, it's intimidation when there's a group of them, and they say there's gangs of kids and things like that. But really, they aren't bad kids. They just need something to divert them away from being on the streets. I think the customers, they get a really, really good service because with regard to antisocial behaviour, we're over 90% satisfaction for each category, and it shows that we're a very, very caring organisation. We get in there very early. If there's any complaints, we try and resolve antisocial behaviour very, very early with early intervention. A lot of it's down to the team, the housing officers, we've got a fantastic team behind me. I think you need to have, first of all, a good personality, and also as well, a good sense of humour, and also listening and caring. That's the most important. Part of my role is when I do take an antisocial behaviour case on, I go and visit that person. Because it's gone from a stage from when the housing officer have been dealing with it and it's maybe come to me, or unless it's been a serious violence, I will get involved in that straight away. But what I do is I take that as like my family. I take that case on as like it was happening next door to me, and I give them all. I give them 100%. I give them more than 100% because I don't want them to suffer. I don't want them to suffer antisocial behaviour. I give them my mobile number. You can ring me anytime, which is even out of office hours. Sometimes up at midnight, people have rang me. And also as well, if they feel as though they don't want to ring the police, I'll ring the police on their behalf for them. When I've actually finished the case, it's lovely that people do, say nice things about you, give you the hug, say thanks for doing this, And I suppose, on the whole, I'm on the hard exterior. I look a bit of a, I've got a skin, good 6'2", but I'm quite a softy inside, I suppose.